everyone, it's Todd here from Baking with Foxhole Kitchen. Join me this week as we're thinking outside the box and bringing you white pizza. Tomato, garlic, cheese, so good. Join me today and learn how. Foxhole fam, I'm Todd and welcome to Baking with Foxhole Kitchen. Well, this week we're stepping outside the box and doing something a little different, something you may not be familiar with. Today I want to show you how to make white pizza. Now, many of you guys at home may think, well, there's different variations of it. I want to show you the recipe that I always made whenever I worked at my old pizzeria shop job. It's simple, easy, topped with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, minced garlic, in Evu, so good. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Alright, to start off our pizza dough for our white pizza, we're going to take 2 cups of flour. To that we're going to add a packet of dry yeast. But of course, as everybody knows, it wouldn't be a Fox Hollow episode without me sending something flying across the counter here.
That's okay.
A teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of cold water, and 2 teaspoons of oil. And we're just going to mix this together until the flour is incorporated. And then we'll move on to the next step here.
Just until you get a dough, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, we've used this recipe for our dough many of times before, and we always get a really nice puffy dough, and that's just my personal preference. I definitely like a little more of a dough with mine, so looks like it's starting to come together here. So we're just going to get ready and get it into a dough ball, and then we're going to move on to our next step. Okie doke guys, while our dough is rising, we're going to go ahead and slice up some cheese. We're going to go ahead and slice up or shred up some mozzarella cheese. As many of you guys know him, Dave and I have both talked about using just regular block cheese. And what is the reason behind that, Dave?
Because the pre-shredded cheese that comes in the bag has an anti-clumping agent that makes it not as melty.
Yes.
So this is better.
Yes. And it's just personal preference. I mean, if you guys want to use a bag, go right ahead. But this is just our own personal preference, and I think it just makes the pizza a lot yummier, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, we are getting towards the end of our shredding our cheese here. Once I get this shredded down, we're going to set this aside and slice up some beefsteak tomatoes to top on our pizza. What do you think, Dave? That sound pretty good?
I think that sounds delicious.
Alright, let's go ahead and do it here. Alright, let's go ahead and slice some tomatoes. Now, you guys know at home, I'm usually not the cutting expert at this. I usually have Dave cut a lot of this stuff. Am I wrong in saying that, Dave?
No, we just want tomato slices for the pizza, that's all.
Yeah, and because usually you can vouch for me on this. I'm usually a bit of a bull in a china shop whenever it comes to cutting things, or I'm going to try and get this as thinly sliced as I can here.
Okay.
Because we'll put this on top of our pizza. How's it looking, Dave?
Looking good.
Whenever I used to make this, we actually had a regular tomato slicer.
Yeah, that makes it nice, but...
Yeah. But, unfortunately, when you're in a fairly small kitchen, you don't really have those accessories, so... Alright, I think
that's good.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slice this, and then I think we are going to get ready and start building our pizza.
I think so.
What do you think?
Sounds good.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, now that we've got our cheese and tomatoes cut, let's go ahead and start building our pizza. Alright.
Okay. There you go. A little flour. There you go.
Alright, we're going to set the bowl aside here. And as you guys know at home, I usually try to just stretch the crust out the best you can here. And try and not have any tears in it. It's probably going to take some time. I know early on whenever I've worked at my old pizza shop job, it took me forever to really kind of learn how to manage dough properly. I mean, I'm no expert at it. And I'm still not to this day, but...
It's looking good.
Yeah. Just take your time with it. And then whenever we're ready here, we're going to put it on our pizza pan and build our crust out. Because, I mean, that's part of the...
Oh, yeah.
Best part of the pizza is the crust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple little spots here that are a little thin, but we're going to try and work it out here and do the best we can. So I'm going to go ahead and continue stretching this out, and then we'll move on. And now we're just going to stretch this out here to a pretty good size.
Looking pretty good size there.
Yeah. The nice thing with this, though, it is extremely, extremely soft. Mm-hmm. And pretty manageable. What I was always told was kind of use my fingertips and just go around just to build your crust up. I mean, some people might like a bigger, more doughy crust. Mm-hmm. It's just own personal preference. So.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you saw firsthand what I always...
Oh, yeah. I saw.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up our mess here, and then we're going to put some ricotta cheese on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright guys, who's ready to top our pizza? We're going to go ahead and start off with a nice little tub here of ricotta cheese. And a lot of my personal belief is it's just on personal preference. We're just going to start off putting some ricotta cheese here as our base. Instead of like your normal pizza sauce, we're just going to spread this out to the ends here. And get the whole way around. I know the recipe says 3/4 of a cup, I believe.
Yes.
But we're going to definitely make this a nice white pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I know there's different variations, but this is the one that I was always taught how to make. So, bon appetit, guys.
Oh yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it might take a little bit, especially with the pizza dough. Just take your time, make sure you get it in pretty nicely covered here. Because if you're anything like me, I love ricotta cheese with anything. Mm-hmm. I used to make some pretty good calzones.
Calzones, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, ricotta cheese is usually pretty yummy. Mm-hmm. And it definitely adds like a little bit of like, I almost want to say creaminess.
Yeah.
How's it look, Niv?
Looking really good there. spot, and I think we're good.
Yeah. Trying to get it as even as I possibly can here, but you know, as I said, I'm not by any means an expert on this, so yeah. Oh, look how nice that's starting to spread now.
It's starting to spread out nice, yeah.
Yeah, kind of once you get that base layer down,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think, David?
I think that looks good.
That looks
It's
pretty
a nice
good.
layer of ricotta.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take our mozzarella from before and just give a nice sprinkle on top. I mean, I'm definitely a cheese person.
Mm-hmm.
I love any type of cheese. Well, except blue cheese. I should take that back. I mean, I used to, but once I kind of found out what it was, you know.
Oh, yeah. No blue cheese.
Yeah. I think the only person in the world I think that actually likes blue cheese is my dad. Mm-hmm. So, well, you've seen it firsthand how he goes to town with blue cheese dressing.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Okay, how we looking here?
That's
Dave?
looking pretty good for cheese.
Yeah.
We made a little extra, so we're good to go here.
Yeah. I mean, if push comes to shove, we can just put a little extra on top here.
Yeah.
To give it that nice little coat there. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the tomatoes, and then we'll get the garlic and the evu. So let's go ahead and move on. All right, let's put some tomatoes on here. Now, one thing I was always told whenever I worked at my pizza shop job was go kind of clockwise when you're putting any condiment on. That's what I was always told by Anthony, but
okay,
you know, different strokes for different folks. I mean,
yeah, those are looking good.
Yeah. Now, Dave initially wanted Roma tomatoes, and why was that, Dave?
Roma tomatoes they're more fleshier and less juice on them.
Yeah.
But whatever you can find.
Yeah, unfortunately, whenever we thought this recipe out, and when I bought stuff yesterday, the grocery store didn't have any Roma tomatoes, so we substituted beefsteak. So
no, these look fantastic.
Yes. Now we got our tomatoes down, and just get some garlic down here.
Okay.
Especially this time of year. With garlic, you don't want to have any vampires floating around.
Yeah, I don't want to have vampires. Okay.
Vampires.
Good?
Yeah, I mean, the recipe does say about a heaping teaspoon of minced garlic, but it's all just personal preference on this.
Okay.
I mean, how do you think that looks there, Dave?
I think that looks like very garlicky.
Okay. And then lastly, some evu extra virgin olive oil. Maybe once I get the cap off.
Cap off, yeah.
Yeah. And just
drizzle it.
Yeah, just drizzle it on here. Don't necessarily have to be pretty.
Okay.
How do you think we're looking
I
here?
think that looks good. I don't want to overdo it with the oil, but
Yeah.
that looks really good.
Yes, and then if
Maybe
you want
a little extra cheese, yeah.
maybe some extra cheese.
Can't go wrong with extra cheese.
Yes. And unfortunately, as I said last time, we always tend to make a mess here when we're here at Fox Hollow. So.
Oh yeah, that's part of the fun.
Yes. So, I believe...
I think we're looking good here.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven at 450 degrees and have it at about 10 to 12 minutes. Whenever your crust starts getting golden brown, just check it and go on from there.
Okay.
time for my favorite part, the taste test. So let's see how we did here with this. It's been quite a few years since I've made this, so. Very cheesy. The garlic and tomato just add a nice little touch to it. Enjoy, guys. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you again for joining me and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, it's good times and good food on Baking with Foxhole Kitchen. I'll see y'all soon. If you like this video or any of our other videos,
be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.